What's up, everybody? I'm pretty late, ain't I? Yeah, no. This is kind of this part. This is the second part to one of the videos I posted like a month ago. I didn't want to post these two separately because I had like other videos to other videos to work on. Yes, other videos to work on. I was working on other videos whilst working on this one, so I didn't want it to be like, oh, I'm just like avoiding working on this one. I'm not. I am working. Trust, bro. You're gonna get like 3 sometime this month, bro. But like, I need another editing app, but I put so much into a light motion that I don't think I can use anything else. I'm looking for one actively. It will change, of course, soon. But I feel really bad. I'm not kidding. Like this is annoying. I feel really bad. I should have, because I felt like because I said that I would have posted like, oh, I'll post it a day or two later. It has not been a day or two later. It's like nearly the end of the school year for me. But now that it's summer, I have a lot more time to do stuff, and I will probably be posting a lot more consistently. There's no one to really apologize to, because I don't have that many people watching me, but I need to be consistent. So yeah, I will fix that. I am like actually really, really sorry. I did not mean to to do this that bad. If anybody has like for real, like any other editing fucking software anywhere, please give it to me. But that's like enough of me like talking. This is the part that has the person I credited in the last video. I didn't remove that part because this was gonna be a one-parter before I split it up because Light Motion hates me. So yeah, that's the part that got split up. This part is this part. I'm really sorry for how late it is. I will try to be more consistent with posting in the future. I genuinely just need to get my shit together. But other than that, this is the second part. I don't really have much to say for this one. All the same disclaimers and shit that I had in the last one are the same for this one. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's just get into it. Time to analyze his apology. He started off with joking about the situation.
I dated a 14-year-old and I'm 17. Yes, a 3-year age gap. And with that, I'm gonna cancel myself before anyone else does.
But then the rest of the video happens, and it seems like even with the rough start, that it might actually be a genuinely well thought out apology.
Okay, jokes aside, I admit it. I dated someone 3 years younger than me, and I will not keep it a secret. I am known for talking about my experiences, and that includes my wrongdoings as well. I understand and acknowledge that I should have never let myself get together with a 14-year-old. That behavior is disgraceful and disgusting.
Till we get to this section here.
The reason why I tried to break up with him multiple times was because of the age gap. However, this does not automatically excuse spreading fake allegations and endangering someone's life. Even at the age of 14, they are very much aware of what they are doing and what's happening.
As you can see, towards the end of the video, he begins victim blaming, stating that he's tried to break it off and that this 14-year-old that he found himself in a relationship with as a 17-year-old was very aware of what was happening and what they were doing. And while I'm not denying that the 14-year-old was aware of their dynamic, aware does not mean consenting, and it definitely does not mean fully understanding its harm. This 14-year-old believes that they were groomed by him. This and the other information, this was the information that he was calling the false allegations to begin with, along with the interactions he had with the other 2 girls mentioned in the earlier segment. You simply cannot put the blame on a child that you got with for the nature of your relationship due to your actions. You were older by 3 years. You always had the ability to break it off, and you didn't. And even when everything was said and done, and you had the chance to fully take accountability for what you did to that child, of your own volition, by the way, nobody made you, you still didn't. You're still trying to find a way to distance yourself from your actions and turn it into a disingenuous attempt at an apology overall, making the last bit you said here,
accountability of my actions and will do better,
complete and utter bullshit, for lack of a better term. And yet the majority of the people in his comment section accepted it immediately, which is another gripe that I have with this kind of community in general. If an apology was not addressed to you, it is not yours to accept. He may have done the apology for his audience, but it was quite clear that it was made for the people that he hurt. He wanted to feel some form of lesser guilt by doing the apology and hoping that whoever he hurt saw it. It was not for us. It was not for anyone on TikTok aside from those people. That is it. That is all. That does not mean, that doesn't mean that you should like go out of your way to go and say, I forgive you, because that shit does not work, that does not fly, and that's not a good thing. You forgiving a literal groomer is not a good thing. Just because he admitted it, are y'all this fucking crazy? Genuinely. Has it gotten to the point where people can just do that kind of thing? It's really not fair. You know what I mean? And he continued to go on with this kind of garbage.
You can get away with simply because you're famous is crazy. Hi, in case you don't know me, I recently called myself out for dating a 14-year-old. I made that video specifically to received backlash, but it went completely downhill. People forgave me without hesitation. While yes, I did try to apologize and take accountability, I also believe that I was forgiven way too easily and could have made the apology better. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate that people forgive me for what I have done, but I still believe it's not okay. People even supported my actions? Disgusting. A lot of people also misunderstood my video. I wasn't trying to make myself look better. I was trying to show remorse and guilt of my actions.
I don't even really want to talk about this other video, because it's just him attempting to be more morally correct than his audience by denouncing the people who forgave him, which is a good thing in a vacuum, but I can't tell if he's doing it because he wants to look good to the others criticizing him, or he's genuinely serious about wanting to atone for his actions. Luckily, regardless of whether or not he's been genuine, he no longer has a public platform. A few days ago after that final video, he fully deleted his account, and hopefully is barred from forming an online following like this in the future. But this situation I just described and went over with you is one of the many issues with this community and others like it. Because it's such a fast and rapidly growing community, people on here are starting to run out of ideas of things to post, generally. And that's kind of what led him to make that thing. I in the back of my mind, I assume it was some form of guilt. As you can see, I've gone up script, but regardless, in my mind, I can only ever place that this is a sign of his own guilty conscience, which he should be. He should be very much guilty for everything that he's done here, because it's been proven. He did this shit. But because everything in here is kind of just a well of, hey, I think this opinion. There's only so many opinions people can have, so that's why he kind of went and did that. It was a way to relieve his conscience, and also as a way of, I'm not even atoning, just like in general making content. He assumed that people were going to forgive him. He knew that. That secondary video was just a way to make himself appear more, and I want more like, I don't even know what the right terminology would be for this, but more sound in the fact that he is better than the people in his audience. You are not any better by denouncing the same people that you want to support you, because at the end of the day, that's why you posted it here. An apology like this should not be given online like this. It shouldn't. It should be given and addressed to the people specifically that you have harmed on its own by itself. This is not the way to go about this kind of thing. And he knows that, and yet he still did it because he does not care enough about the victims. Genuinely one of the worst situations in here, and that's why I had to bring it up. But now we're gonna be on to like a different topic. Not a different topic, kind of the same about like running out of content, but yeah, it's about the same thing. A quick TLDR for Ranter Madness if you don't know what that is. On February 27th of this year, Ranter Madness was announced by Sunday, a very well-known and popular ranter. Ranter Madness would be a competition where ranters would give controversial hot takes and others would see and vote on which they would like more. As you can see, the way this was set up was already an issue from the get-go. These people were going around saying the most controversial stuff possible for the approval of others within the online space. It was bound to get messy, and at some point, it did. And where it did was with Geology, with this take.
Hot take, death penalty should be illegal everywhere for all cases. I don't care if they killed 12 people, I don't care if they assaulted kids, I believe it is inhumane to kill someone else just for punishment. Life is a very small chance, and to take away someone's life for their actions is wrong. Lock them away for life, but killing someone just to get the satisfaction of them being dead, that makes you no better than them. But they took away life too, okay? Two wrongs don't make a right. If I was killed, I would want my murder to live, to see a world I couldn't see. Jay, out of here!
People interpreted this as a defense of people who commit these acts, and while it may not have been the case for what Jay meant to say here, there was no further context given because it's a short-form content platform. It's short form. They can't post the whole 5-minute thing explaining the entire take. So people took it out of context, and It led to Jay making 3 apologies, one on March 8th.
Yes, I deleted my last post, and I'm backing down from what I said because I do realize the controversy of it. I worded it wrong, and it threw a lot of people off. I don't support rape or murder. I support life. I feel many people didn't even try to understand what I was saying, and it ended with my inbox filled with at least 100 rape and death threats, which is unfair to me. And I'm not asking for sympathy. It was also hugely my fault. I don't want that video to be the base to everyone's views on me. If I am being honest, I have made changes to the videos I've been posting because I thought people would appreciate me saying more hot takes and being more of a ranter, because I did used to get many threats and hate about how I make my account too fun, which was all I wanted when I started it. I was just looking for something to cheer me up for once, but it turned into something I did not plan, and I apologize.
And 2 the next day on March 9th.
I know I shouldn't keep bringing this up, but I just want people to actually know how bad I do feel. And if this sounds like an AI script, like my last one did, apparently to a lot of people, it's because I'm literally reading from a script I wrote. But anyway, the main backlash from that video is this sentence. I don't care if they assaulted kids. Yes, taken out of context, and even in context, this was wild of me to say. Why did I say it then? No, I was in no way saying I don't care about what happens to children, or that I support rape. The people saying that are most literally shoving words into my mouth to swallow. I in no way stated that. I said that simply as a big example of something that can get you the death sentence. And I didn't say it should be dismissed overall. I said they shouldn't be killed for it. Should they be tortured and punished? Absolutely. That's literally the only reason I said it, I promise. I would never, and I mean never, support something so brutal. There was also a leaked photo circulating around of me saying I was upset that another person's video got more views than mine, which people are taking into saying I only care about the views. If you were actually in that conversation, I was upset because a video I took down and sincerely apologized for twice was going viral for being published without a single drop of consent at all. And I have every right to be upset about that. I was not stating I only care about the views, and for people to push that photo out and make lies about me is unfair to me. Like, insanely unfair. Because to take photos and leak them from a group chat where people felt safe to speak and shared personal information, that's really weird to me. Like, I'm sorry, but that's really weird. So, that's all. I'm gonna use my own voice for this because I just think it's the more mature thing to do in this situation. But I'm gonna give you a real apology and explanation without me playing victim like last time, which I was told I was doing, which I feel bad about. What I said was wrong, and yes, it was my opinion, but it was still wrong. I take 100% accountability for what I said, and I definitely see how it came off as wrong. I most definitely should have come to a realization while making it and before posting it. I was under some stress that day and honestly just didn't catch my actions before it was too late, which was very wrong of me. I wanted to take any threats towards me with a mature manner from now on, and I want to be different. From now on, I will think very deeply before posting a rant. And for a small explanation, what I was trying, or partly trying to say in that video, is bad criminals should have to rot in prison, not take an easy way out such as a death penalty. Most criminals seek death as an escape, and also there have been many false penalties which have ended innocent lives. So, I sincerely apologize.
Because people thought they were being disingenuous. Afterwards, the heat began to die down on their part, till another ranter, Potty, showed up and unearthed old controversies relating to Sunday using AI voices for her rants and got screenshots from a group chat that included a bunch of other popular ranters, amongst the ones already mentioned, bullying and shit-talking different ranters that weren't as popular as them. All of this being put out got Ranter Madness canceled, and basically everyone was upset for a long-ass while. I'm not specifically talking about Ranter Madness, even though this is the subject line, but it's like, I am speaking about everything that happened within it in general, and my main gripe with it. People were like, and this part is unscripted, so it's like, you know, I guess. People should not be able to do the stuff that they did in here, generally. Potty's not a good person either. She's done like hella weird shit, and she's being flamed online right now, actively. Like, as of recording this, she is being actively flamed. But I don't even know how I would because what these people have done, it's honestly weird. A lot of the things going on here are weird. And Jayology still has a platform, which is fine. Again, it was a bad take, and they did apologize, and they also explained their point of view. And I don't entirely disagree with them. Death penalty should not be a first thing for any kind of conviction. That's why it's the death penalty. It should be a lot more strenuous to get that kind of thing. But everything in here just screams straight immaturity. And I know calls coming from inside the house, I guess. I'm immature myself, and I'm commentating on this. I know. But I didn't want to sit here and be like, oh, they're immature, so everything that happened here is super duper dumb and shouldn't even be acknowledged because they're like kids. No, minors should also be not persecuted, I don't think, but they should also have their issues acknowledged. Things that they do wrong should be acknowledged for what they do wrong, generally. This one is going to be a shorter section because, as I said, I don't have much to say on here. It was just a whole lot of stupid bullshit. The group chat, stuff like that. And I had like a bunch of information and I was going to go through everything. That's why, what's his name? There's like a link in the description for like the information that I got at the beginning. But it's like, for this specific case, it was genuinely so annoying to like even see happen, like in real time. Like everybody is just so nitpicky and preachy in that goddamn community, and everybody's just talking shit about each other the whole time. It is like a high school group in there, bro. It is annoying. It is so annoying. And they all do absolutely abhorrent shit. They support people that are bad people. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that let kids be kids. That's fine. Whatever. Who cares? But when they're actively just like dogpiling each other and trying to seem more morally conscious than the other, whilst also trying to make content that is actively just them spewing whatever opinions come out of left field for them, it's difficult. It's difficult for them to it's difficult for it as a community to stay sound. This doesn't feel like a reliable way of like even making a following. If you're just continuously talking shit, eventually you're going to get some kind of bad take in there. You know what I mean? And that has happened multiple times, multiple different ranchers. This is not even the singular issue. This is like multiple ranchers have done this shit before. It is actually like horrible. You know? I don't know. I did say that this part would be like a lot more my opinion, and I know that some people might not like it. It's just me rambling, but it's like, oh, it grinds my gears. It grinds my gears when I see this kind of thing happen, because it's always preventable. Y'all don't have to talk to each other. Y'all don't even need to be around each other. Why are you making this a huger thing than it needs to be? Like a lot huger of a thing. Like it's morally reprehensible for this kind of thing. It was a mistake, if I'm honest. Like the thing with Jayology anyway, it was a mistake. And probably, and also the thing with Sunday also was fine. Not fine, but not terrible. Sunday didn't exactly do anything really wrong in this situation. She, for reference, I didn't say the other part of what happened. Along with the AI voice allegations, not even allegations, it was proven to be true. She did use AI voices, but she stopped. She also supports bad people, like Sabrina Carpenter and stuff like that. And again, I'm not saying this as if it's not a bigger issue. It is. People shouldn't be supporting people that are bad people. But at the same time, I don't think that it is enough to do that to somebody, to try and wholly deplatform them and force them off of the online space because you simply do not like that. And I'm not saying that it's not, I don't know how to say this in a way that's like surefire, so like I can get my opinion out like really quick. But it's like, I do not like it when people make themselves seem better than others. Like, it's like the same thing. I'll talk about the alternative community in a different video because this is not the video for that. But it is about the same. It is literally about the same. Everybody in there is just like trying to be better than everybody else. Same thing in here too, but it's like, it's more spread out. You don't have as many people here. So it's like everybody over there is trying to make a name for themselves and do a bunch of extra shit, and it's not working. So they're calling out people for the minutest shit. The thing that I just said in the earlier section, like a way earlier section, wasn't actually an important issue, and it's prevalent in this community. But you want to know why it's not getting acknowledged like it should be, or actually spoken about? Because people like these make content surrounding dumbass situations. Nothing is actually important to them, and if it is, it's been spoken about tenfold, and it's not necessary to speak about. Again, what I'm saying is they're running out of content to make, because everybody in here is just making the exact same shit, no one has any room to like make something really, you know what I mean, like actually important. They're all making lackluster content. It's not working. I don't know. That's the end of this section, I guess. And on to the one that I actually like know the most about. Like I want like the whole thing here is just like the content being made is not good. It's poor quality, to be honest. That predatory people are being allowed within this community and to still have platforms and also do weird shit to kids all the time. That is also one. And that this community simply will buckle in on itself, as it already is, because even when people are getting popular, people are tearing others down, and they are doing it for the dumbest reasons, because they want to seem morally superior so then they can then in turn become popular. It is stupid. It is all stupid. Which leads me to my next section. Welcome to the last section of the video, bro. Glad you made it here, I guess. A lot of the ranters you'll find on here are just trying to keep up with the algorithm on TikTok and have found a lot of unsavory ways of making that happen. They purposely make inflammatory statements that are really, really dumb. They use bad characters as in sprites. Like, I saw one using Hitler at one point. I'll find it if I can. Bonnie Blue, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Inappropriate shit to just have as a thing. And I'm not saying that that's like, you know what I mean, the worst thing in the world if it weren't like a super duper problematic person, you know, but then it is, and it's, oh my god, and it's almost always race related. Almost always. It is never not about somebody, oh, I hate this people, I called ice on this group of people. It's all a bunch of bullshit, low-key. All of it is just rage baiting, and also rage baiting is fucking stupid. I'm gonna be honest with you. Rage baiting is so stupid. People should not be allowed to do that kind of thing. Like, genuinely. This one is gonna be a shorter section because I'm just like, this is like the outro of the video, because they don't even deserve the time of day, I'm gonna be real. But it's like, this is annoying. It is so annoying, because people shouldn't be able to do that. They shouldn't be allowed to, like, not even make content and shit like that. They shouldn't be allowed to make harmful, like, things all the time. Like, it's mostly just being mean towards black people. From what I've seen, it's mostly just people being like, oh, why can't we do this? Why can't we do this even though we're white? I know it's meant to be inflammatory. I know that's like the whole point. But there's a difference between inflammatory and just straight up being an asshole. You know, inflammatory statements are just made to make people feel a lot worse, and it just, because these are fucking kids and they don't give a shit about what they're saying, and most of them are going through their quote-unquote racist phase, even though that shouldn't even be a thing. That shouldn't even be a thing. Like, it is abhorrent, absolutely abhorrent that this is still being, like, allowed within there. That people still like, and people are interacting with these videos. They're interacting with this content, and it's being pushed out further for more people to see. Like, overall, this community is just dog shit, if I'm honest. It's like speed running what the art commentary community has been doing for ages, for real. Not a single good thing has come out of this thing since it started. It's just mass production of, like, I don't even want to use the word fucking slop, because that's stupid. I don't want to dumb an issue like this big of an issue down to the word slop. This is not like slop content. It is literally just children being absolutely unhinged around each other for the sake of being popular. And it is so gut-wrenchingly sad to see, because nobody is doing anything about that. You know what I mean? People are just like even adults, adult commentators on TikTok, if you believe it or not, are like speaking on it and being like, oh, it'll die out anyway. Nobody's speaking about it. Nobody's talking about any of the shit that's happening in here, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And it's like they don't care. I'm not saying, like, I'm not calling anybody specifically out. I just wish that people spoke about it more. I wish this was more of an important topic to people, because it should be. I don't, dude, I guess that's the end of the video, man. There is no like concise way to consolidate what I feel right now. It is just entirely what the absolute fuck, bro. What the absolute fuck. Absolutely nobody's doing anything. Everything sucks. We're all gonna die. I don't know. Not even we're all gonna die, just like this sucks and kids shouldn't be like doing that kind of shit. But they shouldn't be like let loose like that. I'm just saying. But anyway, that was the video. I did say that it would be like mostly my opinion. I'm sorry if you didn't fuck with that. I'll try to stick to more of my like scripted nonsense, but I did like being able to speak. This video is coming out like a lot later than I wanted it to. Like a lot later than I wanted it to. I did say that like the part 2 would be like right after I posted the first one. It's been like weeks. So I'm really sorry about that. I've been busy with testing, and I've also been busy with like school, and I'm going to have a summer job, so posting will never really be consistent for me. But when I post, I will post good, and you will see it. But anyway, that was the video for like the week. I hope to post next week. I've never made an outro before properly, so like all of my like 39 subscribers, thank you. Anyway, goodbye.